laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for questions and answers, comments and concerns, dialogue, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is a space to be born. This is a space of integrity. Your space. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat throughout and for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, funding nicknames and tags, funding carrier pigeons, damn it, horse mail carrier, damn it, Western Union's money grab. Keep all that info in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Okay? Don't wait till they drag you off the airplane. Don't wait till they kicking you up out of Popeyes. Yeah. It's too late. Too late. Don't wait until they dragging your ass up out of the car dealership because you done said something. You done threatened. Don't wait until you getting thrown out of the school. No, it's too late. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Yes. Very important. Domestic violence has quadrupled 400% among melanated people. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, the characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. People, events, circumstances, you should be alerted by. Have your awareness up. Remember, with the information, the life that you save could be your own. Top of the midday, real brief. You know, when I get triggered, I put everything on pause to make sure it's addressed and addressed in the proper form. So if you didn't get the link, if you didn't get the invite, you need to hit the notifications on your subscriptions here. You know, that's what you have to do. This is a task for me, because if I don't do it, I know what class will look like. I didn't get the notification. Oh my goodness, this, that, and the third. So again, as I keep telling y'all, the wait time is because I'm actually on every platform sending out the links. I don't know who else would do that. As well as, you know, making sure some people who are not in group links, because they don't like to get those notifications throughout the day. I have a very active group on social media, various different platforms, and people don't like to be involved in that. And with good reason. I don't like to be in them either. So me taking care of the class the way I take care of the class, I make sure that I do it individually. Take a little time, but it's worth the effort for me because I'm believing that the people who are in class are the ones who are very supportive, who wants to continue to see us grow, who are funding the war effort. So I take that much time to do it. Okay. Um, Somebody tag Stephen A. Tag Stephen A. and tag Mayor Adams. Tag them. Two queens, bozos, clowns clowning. Tag them. And I said it. That's what I'm saying. Clowns. And I want y'all to always look at the thumbnails and look at the faces of these individuals that are clowns, that are misdirecting the people, that are so into the system that you can see it. And I need you all to begin to see it in the course of your daily lives so you can prevent being triggered, so you can make sure that your shield is up. Yeah, you got a shield, okay? Your shield is to protect you from ignorance. Ignorance. What makes your shield strong? Processing of information. Truly conscious, truly woke. You dig? That's what gives your shield strength. And you need it. So keep that shield up from the ignorant, from the dumb, from those who are making an attempt to practice trick knowledge and to cause you to do something out of your energy. So tag Stephen A, tag Mayor Adams, and tag this dude Willie Earl, whoever the hell he is, actor, whatever he is, tag him because he is the reason that I was triggered. Okay? Uptown Dre, much appreciation for the super chat. Salute for all the prosperous intel you present us, comrade. Much appreciation. I definitely appreciate it. And again, I still don't know how that factors in with these super chats and these ads and all that. I don't see that. I don't understand it at all. It makes no difference to me. My task, I'm telling you, is to make sure that you get the best information in the clearest way that I'm able to do it so it can benefit. It's all about teachable moments. And as far as YouTube and them go, I don't know what they do with that. I heard that it's upwards of 50 or 60% per super chat that they take out. And that's about the only thing these old fays get from me. You know, I'm dead serious on that. But tag Willie Earl. And real quick, and please excuse the sound. These are just my original dog tags. I was reorganizing some of my important documents and stuff in here and found these are my original dog tags, right? So if you've been in the service, you know exactly what that means. These are from 1988, you know, because for some reason I keep getting questioned about certain things and how I'm able to do things and where I move. And listen, everything that I do is 1000%. It's official. So tag those individuals and let's see who in class today. Let's get this rolling. Lovely lady, first in class. Salute. Much appreciation for you being here. What's going on? Merklo, 26. What up, Chop? Oh, Chop is in the building. We see you. A Wood. What up, A Wood? Move. A Wood and Move. Boy, Detroit is in the building. Y'all here. The big Detroit. Take them L's, y'all. Take them L's. I ain't forget y'all pastors on some custody bullshit. Take it. Yeah. D-Haven Enterprise Inc. Peace and power. How you doing? What's going on? Sultan, what up, cousin? Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Make sure you hit Seth for his born day, cousin. We ain't forget. So, happiest born day to my cousin Seth out in Jersey. Walaikum assalam, man. Allah bless you. Thousandfold, Big Seth. I know you be in the building. So Sultan, make sure. I'm sure you already hit Seth, but we know what it is. Big Mars, what's going on? Big Red, Shaolin, what's going on? See, Bliz the sniper out there in the cold. Make sure that car's moving smoothly and cool and collectively out there. See, Bliz? Yeah, I heard y'all got the snow. Bernie, what up, Bernie? Mr. Matt, 1, 2, 3. What up, Uptown Dre? 55. 55, Dre. Yeah. Third iPhone. Yeah, Brown Girl, salute. Professor Dre, what up? Uh-oh, FNT. Boy, consistently. We see you up in here. Yeah. Dust Fro. What up? Felipe. What's going on, Felipe? Felipe? What up? Daryl Maddox. What up, Daryl? Mike. Woo. Hayes. What up? Rick Gatlin, 55. Rick, 55. Yeah, Stephen Gill, 55. 55. Yeah. Barbara Williams, 55. Yeah. Oh, 55 gang in here. Breed Love, what's going on? Huh. Construction Site Media TV, what's going on? Fam Roots, what up? Yeah. Oh, Shamallah, peace. Dion, Floyd, what up? Hey, Ghoster, what's going on? Kim B, 55. Gina, Kim U. What up, North Country? What's going on, Canada? What's going on? The first responders, JC, 55. Yeah, Frankie, what's going on? Late Shop, 55. Yeah, G-Rock, what's going on? TC, what up? Huh? Hood Mayor NYC, we see you. Yeah. Uh-oh, Tyrone. Okay. Listen, all I can do is tell y'all to subscribe, unsubscribe, hit the notifications. They gonna do what they do. Willie Better. Willie! What up, Willie? Eric Ford, we see you. Tisha McGo, 55. Tisha, 55. Yeah. Coming up in here, sneaking up in here. Understanding peace. Yeah, what's going on? Stephanie, 55. 55. 45. Stephanie T, 48. Let's get to it. Now, when people send me vids to watch, I watch them. The Grussler, Global Hustler, Cuckoo, the Bag of Bones. What up? Zurich, Switzerland is in the house, y'all. I watch them, even though I don't say anything, I don't comment. I think I do give a lot of my personal thoughts in this space. I told you I only share 1/3 of my intellect and intelligence, but personally, I give up a lot. I may not comment, and the reason for it is because we're stuck in this space right now where a lot of these things are capped, a lot of these things are propaganda, and we really have to be mindful of what we're watching with AI being as advanced as it is, with people spending money to sit down and create whole studios so they could put out fake news and put out these stories because the press, media, imagery, propaganda is such a powerful tool when it comes to governing societies. Do you understand? Oh my goodness. Oh my, the education or the lack of education, the distortion of history is so vital to power and control because that's all we are as beings, as human beings. We seek information, we compare, right? We look for truth because that is the only way we are able to manifest ourselves. That's what separates us from the animals. Our ability to think, to reason, to use discernment, our ability to be in touch with what's going on with us emotionally. So when you have somebody playing with information, especially in this day and age, the way information is serviced to us, that is dangerous. And people laughed and giggled and said a lot of things about T45, but when he was throwing it out there, fake news, fake news, fake, this is what it is. This is what it has become. And it was that way, man. We could go back to 1910s and 20s, the way they moved and how it's operated. So when we, us melanated folk who suffer the harshest out of these conditions, start to play and imitate using these platforms, it is dangerous. It is dangerous. And it is counter-revolutionary. It's counterproductive. It is counterproductive. So I don't jump on things quick. I don't. And if you've been in this class, if you've been under my care, you know that. People hit me with shit, I'm like, yo, pause, hold on. Hold up before you get into believing it and before you are asking me to make statement, because I'm not going to do it until I have everything that I feel is right or wrong about it. Corey Grant, what's going on? Ooh, Marshy. Ooh-wee, Marshy. So I saw a video moving traction. This just wasn't sent to me. This was in my timeline and it was getting traction and moving. And anything that has to do with T47, it's triggering people because people still believe that he's speaking to them, that everything he's saying is all inclusive, and it's not. And I'm going to keep telling y'all that over and over again. If he's not calling your name, if it's not specific to who you are and your conditions, mind your business. It's not for you. Stop being triggered. You're triggered because you know that you have limited control over what's going on with you. And in this class, when I'm saying pull away from the institutions, pull out of the structures, it is because I want you to be more secure in who you are. Security. Security. You have nothing without it. Nations without an army are nothing. Families without soldiers are nothing. You have to be secure. Security is everything. So you get triggered when somebody says something and points out that you got a little kink in your armor. You understand? So when he's speaking of migrants and immigration and all that, your papers might not be in alignment. Somebody you love, papers and things might not be in alignment, so you get triggered by it. But if shit don't have nothing to do with you, oh well. And we have to learn how to do that. Every conversation isn't for you. So now we get the video, and I'm watching the video of this man making a statement about Trump, about child support, about people claiming the children on their taxes. And I'm like, this shit sounds stupid. But I know how many people that affects. I know how many of my clientele are going through it with child support with significant others, with the states that they reside in, how it affects their pockets, how it affects how they deal with each other, how they deal with the children. So when it's moving and making that statement, I'm like, he never mentioned that. But it went viral. And I never said anything about it. Because I'm like, nah, I gotta see what this shit is. Why? Because in my work, when I was dealing with the nonprofit BCS, Brooklyn Community Services, and I was one of the main individuals, right? Custodians of information, class facilitator, dealing with men who had ACS cases or DV cases, and specifically child support cases, being trained as a visit coach, dealing with some of the main individuals who could get arrears cut and all that in that space. I know that this is not a federal space that's going to have sweeping change because everybody's situation is different. So I didn't mention it, but I kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And I'm like, damn, when I see things like that or other vids or some comedy space or some little thought shaking her little ashy gripper somewhere and it go viral, I'm always saying, damn, Bliz, you putting in work, work, work. You're never viral. Never, not one moment. I'm like, damn, why is this shit going viral? And I'm like, yeah, because it's dealing with child support. Now, he puts a video out saying that the entire video was a lie. He made it up. And I was like, yo, what? He made it up. He came on, gave this little BS apology, not even an apology, but an acknowledgement that he was just sitting in his car and made that up. So, oh, Trump said this, this, and that. And people jumped on it and ran with it. Now, when they jump on these things and run with it, of course, the individual gets his ego stroked. Because as he said, I got 12 million videos views here and such over here. And people are actually taking the original vid and making vids and it's going crazy. And I'm like, I'm just here to acknowledge and say that it was fake, that I made it up. And I'm saying, damn. If this was the 60s, 70s, and even the early 80s, many people who are in the struggle, grassroots level, people who understand what information and propaganda is and plan with the direction of how we moving as a people, he would have got a nice piece of steel pushed in between his jaws and somebody would have squoze. And that would have been that. That would have been it for Mr. Willie Earl. Because black men, and I've said this time and time again, need to stop playing on social media. This is not a game. And again, the reason why my circle is so tight, the reason why I'm not so welcoming, because I'm very committed to the growth of my people. I'm not into old rhetorical bullshit. I'm into new strategies on how we are going to survive and thrive the coming repression that's coming. But black men get a kick out of playing. They get a kick out of living and manifesting themselves in an old rhetorical space. And they're never accountable for their actions. And they're not responsible for anyone else. So they like to play these damn games. So I'm listening to them say it was fake and it was fake and, his stupid ass clown face as he's saying it. And in my mind, I'm saying, damn, I wonder if he would still have that stupid ass smirk on his face if I was standing across from him. If I dust him off the shelves. Because I know that that's what's supposed to happen. Because I know who I've been trained by. I wonder how funny, how humorous it would be. Because we are dealing with misinformation all day, every day. What does this mean? What does that mean? What is this term? How is this going to affect us? What is this here? Who's this rat? Who's this snitch? Who's these politicians that are doing this and that and this fraternal order and all this other? We dealing with too much to continuously allow these individuals to play in our face. So in case he didn't know what kind of damage was being done with that video, he needs to go read the comments of some of those spaces where people replayed, re-edited his video on TikToks and see the venomous, vicious conversations, comments, and replies on that specific subject. And if he would know, like I do because of my work, that there are people who are severely traumatized in that whole space of child support, where there have been women who have been beat down, who have been attacked, who have been unalived because of that very situation, where women have plotted against their child's father to the degree of unaliving and jail and breaking up of family units because of that argument, because of that debate. While he's thanking people for having the conversation been had. I hear the conversation every day when I have to tell men, no, black women don't hate black men. No, a lot of times black women are not putting men on child support. No, that's not true. Where I have to unpeel the layers to allow somebody to understand what it's like for a young girl or an older girl to believe in something as scareful as childbirth and to believe that she has support and the man breaks out. I got to get these individuals to believe and looking at. Then I have to deal with fathers and say, well, She really has no power. The powers are in the court. So if you really want to see your children and be there for your children, she don't have authority over that. They allowed the white structures to do that. You can initiate. You can go in there first. You can set the pace that's affordable for you. Don't allow the system to do it. I've literally sat with men who had charges of attempted murder because they were so in their feelings and in their head about a domestic situation that involved children, that involved child support and taking care of them and not being able to see them. And you know how damaging that whole conversation has been. So for him to play games on social media like that, I'm saying, I know how me and mine give it up in the space where we are liberators and we need to do some permanent correcting of these clowns who people think are men, who people believe that it's funny. Wasn't nothing funny in that video. There was nothing funny about that lie, about that I just made it up. Yeah. It's not funny. Because what you don't see, Willie Earl, you don't see how many men switched gears in that very instant, believing that dumb shit. And already made phone calls and conversations. I ain't giving you nothing. Yeah, Trump gonna do this. Bang! And how many women were shook and scared and like, what is that? You don't know. Stop playing on social media. If you're not here to inform, to educate, to uplift, get your ass up off, because everybody's not going to play with you. Yeah. So y'all keep allowing dudes and women to go viral with dumb shit, with false narratives, while the rest of the world is gaining their footing and looking to use you as a casualty. Keep playing. Keep playing. All that playing, you're going to see the end results of that shit. You're going to see the end results of you supporting bullshit. And when those who are really working hard every day, giving their all, get X'd out, because that's where we're at right now. When they see certain individuals, when they hear certain language, they're going to come. And they're going to be like, oh, you're with that, huh? Okay, you out of here. That's just what it is. And you know, we say, well, goddamn, well, what happened? What happened? Damn, Bliz ain't on no more. Where that page at? It's just that quick. It's just that simple. Because the way we speak to each other, the way we educate one another, the way we support one another is very threatening to how they're making an attempt to move. And you may believe it's small, and you may not see yourself as that leader, but trust and believe they know who you are. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. So keep not supporting. Keep not sharing. Keep allowing your attention to be shifted to that garbage and people are playing and telling you that they're playing in your face, it's on you. It's on you. Because that was disrespectful. That was more disrespectful than a Nelly dancing and performing or a Soldier Boy or a Snoop. I keep telling y'all, these celebrities and athletes are nobody and nothing. But when your people that live right down the block start doing bullshit, that's the threat because people believe it. As a soldier, as a liberator, you have to be exact and almost instant when it comes to people who are counter-revolutionary, who are off code, who are threatening. Gotta be in an instant. You have to see that shit. You're like, whoa. Because it's some very real things happening. Very real things are happening. Yeah. They patrolling on a regular. Yeah, so Edgar and Felipe, excuse me, not our Felipe, but Felipe with an F and Jose and Umberto and all that. You think they playing? They running for real. They ducking and hiding. And if you don't believe that that is going to have an impact, that that's not going to bolster the ego, that action isn't going to be one that's going to egg on white folk think they can, excuse me, that believe that they could do anything that they want to melanated people, that they're not going to be having these little microaggressions at work. And y'all see the videos, you see it. Airplanes, talking reckless, talking spicy, knocking on doors, calling police. That's the trickle down. Why? Because you already a target. You've been a wreck. You've been a wreck since Reconstruction. So all these new people, they just toying with them. When they get ready, they get them out of here like that. Simple thing. Where's your papers? You ain't got no papers. Oh, you out. That's simple. But you who have been ingrained in the system, who kind of bought into the system, who had a belief in it, they got to get a little bit more ingenious dealing with you. A little bit more ingenious dealing with you. So there's a lot of tricks that they're going to play. Ms. Lovelace, salute, much appreciation for the super chat. Thank you for continuing to share the knowledge and facts. You understand? The firing of people, the hiring of people, the renting out, the loans and stuff like that, the home loans and the insurance claims and denials and all. Okay? A little bit more ingenious when it comes to dealing with you. But it's very real. So you don't need anybody playing and making up shit. I do believe you've been entertained enough. We're moving now into the third decade of the new millennium. And you still sitting here with the same damn questions and the same issues. Miseducation. Underemployed. Men ain't shit. Reparations. Oh, Jesus, save me. There has to be new ideologies, new manifestations, and a new energy. If not, you're going to be just like the rest of them. Consistently chasing the same shit until you can't chase it no more. Till you're 70, 80, still talking about what could have been. So I don't chase them. My measure of success is not what white people have in their spaces. I don't need that shit. I'm depending on you as soldiers who want something new. Stop with the dream deferred bullshit. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? Stop telling my people they have to go there in order to be, because it's not true. These migrants showed y'all that. The pandemic showed y'all that. It showed people getting to it, making new ways of dealing and being. It showed y'all firsthand. Here, this is what it is. If you don't pick up on it, okay. But I don't need them. I need strong, committed individuals who want real change and not talking. Y'all laughing at that video where this old face showing his son and nephew or whatever how to use a rotary phone, and they looked at it and they didn't know what it was. Yeah, shit seemed funny, right? But black people still talking the same talk about freedom and reparations and fairness and equity since back then. So if you're not using those phones, then why are you still in the same mental space? It don't work. Okay, I gotta move. I have to move. I gotta move around. Fund the war effort. I gotta move around. So let's get into this next segment. Listen, you know how I feel about Stephen A. Straight corny. Clown. Clown. No knuckle game. Ready to do whatever the mofas, whatever the bankers, bagel meisters own him. Tell him what to do. So he doesn't trigger me at all. At all. However, in this recent vid with him and Mayor Adams, who again, I know and had dealings with personally, okay, I'm telling you, I've seen him in action. But what I've seen in the past does not necessarily manifest itself right now. I've seen him, witness him come into spaces where no one knew him, where he had no political ties, none of that, and provided service. What do you need for this? What do you need for that? I've seen him give 150,000 to schools who he had no type of ties to. Easy. Oh, word, that's what you need? Okay, here. No nepotism at all. So I've seen how he moved and how he used to move and where it was at with it. I know that. It's a very complex individual that you're watching right now. At a certain point, Bagel Mice has got to him. And I'm not saying that they always wasn't there, because they were there when he was state assembly. They was there when he was borough president. And they're there now that he's mayor. Okay? Well, Carmen Linder, salute, much appreciation. When U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson took the stage at Howard University in June of 1965, he had already signed the Civil Rights Act into law. Okay. Laws don't mean nothing at all. Can't enforce it, what do you do? I'm a prime example. I broke laws all day, every day. Majority of my life. Law don't mean shit. Until I was caught. Don't mean nothing. It's against the law to pull out and stick that goddamn metal in somebody's face and say, yeah, give it up. Took them almost 2 decades before they cooled my heels. Law's a law. That's it. That's it. That's it. You dig? Laws are based on interpretation and enforcement. It's against the law for the mob, the Italian mafia, to do what they do. They was doing it for 100 years. It is what it is. We still getting lynched. And we want to say it's because there's no lynching law? It's against the law to unalive people. Okay? People do it all the time. It's against the law for your husband to be running around getting grippers. He do it. Yeah. Yeah. Interpretation and enforcement. So now, Eric Adams and Stephen A. are having an interview, conversation, dialogue, whatever you call it. And in the clip that I seen, Stephen A. going to say, I was really upset. I was mad at you because I'm trying to figure out where all this money is coming from for these food cards. And I'm paraphrasing here because we know what it was. There was speak that the mayor was giving out these EBT cards so these people could eat. Boom, boom, boom. Yaka, yaka, yaka. People was up in arms. You got people starving. You got people who really need it, who get hell attempting to get it. I know people who got refused stamps who was in dire needs because somebody across the desk was like, yeah, you don't really need it. Or what's the guidelines? Oh, you got 2 kids, but you make this, you don't need it. You understand? So now we get these people who are flooding into the city and they getting these cards. So Stephen A. made mention of that, and the mayor's response was utter bullshit. I'm telling you, sir, it is bullshit. So now he said that this was a responsibility by law, that by law he had to feed these individuals, and the food that was coming in, they were not eating the food it was going to waste. One, there's so many homeless people here in the city, outside of the migrant population, so many people who are, what do they call it? Food, all these different terms. Food deprived and all those other weird names that they start calling shit other than he hungry. They need to eat. That you could have redistributed that food to people who wanted, people who appreciated it, people who needed it. Not only the food does its base proletariat, but there's a different term that they use in the schools to use these terms so you're not embarrassed, right? Like they don't call you homeless in school no more. Your housing or you're displaced and all. They try to play with the English. You dig? But we know, damn it, he don't have a crib. And the way they characterize it, unhoused, there you go, displaced, there you go, food insecurity, there you go, Bernadette. You understand all this shit. But do you know, and what most people don't know, what homeless is as far as schools and the migrants and all that is concerned? Homeless is when you don't have your own. Not necessarily you're on the street, but if you're living with a cousin, if the kid is living with a family member, they put them under homeless because there's specific guidelines, right? You may be living with a family member, but you're not adopted and they're not your guardian, so therefore you're homeless. And they may be chilling. You go to the crib, grandma got everything. They got the 70-inch TV, Wi-Fi all over the place. They chilling. But shorty is homeless. Because his mother may be in a shelter, all type of. So when they get into these semantics and they playing with these wordings and titles, and that's all so they can shift money here. Play games with the nonprofit budgets and all these people who supposed to be working. And they're not doing shit. They're not getting to the problem. So he said that this food was going to waste because these people who just came walking over 2 or 3 continents through 8 or 9 rivers didn't want the food. Man, if you don't eat this shit, you're going to starve. The hell's the matter with you? We went through the 70s and 80s talking about free cheese and all that. Nobody was picky. They gave us that shit. Then no frills came, and then no frills is in Pathmark. And if you was on that, that's what you ate. You're not getting picky and your ass don't even belong here. So I knew that was cap. Because he even went over there and told them people, look, stop coming. I don't know what they telling you about New York City, but we ain't got it. All right? We don't have it. He went over there and said that. So when you're talking about you gave these cards to these individuals, and that was helping them eat, and not only helping them eat, but you were stimulating the economy of these bodegas. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. He said he was making sure he did what he had to do under law. So you feeding people who were sent here and don't belong here and was wilding out when they got here. You gave them an enormous amount of money on these cards, and these cards were stimulating the bodegas in the 5 boroughs and beyond and giving them an economy. This is a melanated man saying this. Y'all want to know the kicker? Don't no melanated people own no bodegas in the 5 boroughs. So we not included in this grand scheme of things to keep shit in order. So why do we care? Why do Stephen A. care? Why are 2 melanated men in them nasty ass suits and shoes talking about what you did in that time for those people? You didn't benefit black folks. You didn't benefit black people. Not us, not melanated at all. So all the way around the board during the pandemic, during the migrant crisis, all that, our people still suffered the same conditions. Drill rap dudes was unaliving themselves and our people more than ever. The migrants was unaliving our people more than ever. The conditions of the city suffered more than ever. So tell me, how did this melanated man in a seat of leadership help us at all? I want to know. See, because I know a black bodega owner and his struggles, and to just staying afloat. And he is positioned in a predominantly melanated community with a school right next to him, but he can't keep his shelves filled. because all of the other structures around him, as far as getting his deliveries, as far as the routes, as far as what he's able to do, none of us are there. We don't manufacture the potato chips. We don't own the juice spots. None of that. So everything that he needs to sustain his business is in consistent struggle. And once it's known that this is a melanated person that owns this bodega, ain't no migrants coming in there. They going to the other spot with their little card with thousands of dollars on it to get them some damn hot heroes and all that, or whatever the hell else they was eating. So how do we get some type of provisions from that, from a black leader? None. So why they playing in your face with this conversation? You understand? Don't play with me, because I'm not going to let them play with y'all at all. I'm going to open your awareness up to the tricks and the games. I've been around them. I keep telling you, I have politicians that I've worked tirelessly for in that space, and personally, when they couldn't deal with how heavy it was to try to get a seat, got the seat, they don't even bang my line. I'm telling you how this works. But you got to swear allegiance to whatever that institution says. So these people don't care nothing about you. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your day one, your whatever. If they make an agreement to uphold the flag, the institution, the office, they don't care about you. It's just that simple. Don't let them play on your face on social media. They're full of shit. That's how we move. That's how you cancel. That's how you shift the dynamics. That's how you win. You don't have to be out in the street protesting some dumb shit. Change the narrative. Pull yourself out of it and it begins to crumble. You control the factors that determine your life and you begin to win. If you keep looking at the same shit, listening to the same conversation, hearing people talk about right on, brother P, right on, and you not seeing any results of that, then you become Boo Boo the Fool. You become the one who play yourself and let no one else tell you. No one else tell you. I've been hearing a lot that you ain't black. All that other terminology don't mean shit. Science and math. Science is black. Okay? Talk no colorblind shit. Science isn't colorblind. Nature isn't colorblind. We are black and white. Okay? Know where you at and where you stand. And on that note, I have to bust a move. Classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. For those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. For those who didn't, trust and believe. My eyes, my ears, my essence, I see, I know it all. But I'm glad you're here to come and get educated and to see what's really, really real as opposed to what's not. You dig what I'm saying? Truck drivers, be safe out there from east to west. Highways is definitely not safe. There's a lot of ice out there. Drive safe. You dig what I'm saying? Be careful. You got to pull your ass over and get a few winks. Yeah. All my women folk, if you out there with the OnlyFans and the Twitter, make sure you put some oils on your little hiney when you showing it. Nobody want to see no ashy cheeks. If you trying to get to your little nickels and dimes, then make sure you greased up. Yeah, we ain't playing here. We understand what's real. Ain't nobody that conscious that we don't see y'all. We see y'all little ashy cheeks, man, your little knees and ankles and shit. You on OnlyFans or Instagram or TikTok, y'all making these little videos. And follow them videos that's coming from Africa, them reels and shit. And they ain't seeing no lotion and no emollients and all that. And ain't nobody checking for that. Y'all over here, y'all know what the deal is. Make sure you oiled up. Can't stop y'all because y'all out of control with the shit. Now you're gonna do it. Do it right. You dig what I'm saying? Classroom assistants, I'm telling you, let it be known. If you're in need of a session, and most of y'all are, your time is up. It's kicking. Let's go be more intentional with getting your sessions in a timely manner because I ain't got a couple of calls of people getting locked up and people having setbacks. Get your book your sessions in. If you've got somebody that need an assessment, book it. All right? That's how we do. Make sure y'all all come back to class 10 fingers and 10 toes, all safely. You understand what I'm saying? Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Y'all got it. You just have to work it. Okay? You are all that. You can't be trapped in some old form of thinking. That shit is a dub. It's not going to get us past the next 5, 10, 15 years. That shit is old. Get rid of it. Okay? New thoughts, new manifestations, new liberty. All right? And yo, 55 gang, damn it, y'all. Man, some of y'all's 48s and 49. 55 gang, get y'all grades up.